What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since we're here. We're in the shop with Mr. Kaminga working on his Sportsman 850. Yep.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm going to stop this from happening and put her somewhere right here.
Prevention of this and this. And also what's happened to mine. Mine's plugged full too.
You can shit everywhere.
Oh, bit of stuff. It's all good. We'll clean her up later. Yeah, Rad Relocate kit. We're gonna make that and kind of maybe even get into a bit of a custom bumper too. Pretty sweet because the one that you have on there is for looks.
A little flimsy.
It looks cool, but yeah, I can't pull on or push on it. So we're doing that, and we are going to try and fabricate a custom Snorkel kit for everything. Clutch exhaust, clutch intake, and it looks like we're yep. See what we can do here.
Super custom.
Super custom. Because you don't really want to spend like $1,000 on.
It's not 1,000, it's like 400.
400-ish plus shipping, and
But then you still gotta do all this work anyways.
you have to do it all anyways. So yeah. Do it ourselves. We're gonna Dutch touch it. You said it. Dutch touch it. I was working on this POS. That's pretty well back together. My God. Don't buy one. Just don't buy one. They're the biggest piece of shit to work on. I'm so sick and tired of it.
Commander.
Yeah, it's just. Well, if you do buy one, buy a low mile one or a brand new one, and just get rid of it before like
Any maintenance.
1,500 kilometers. Just send it because, yeah, not fun. Anyways, I didn't do another video on this because whatever. If you take it apart, you can put it back together, and I just didn't want to because I was pissed.
Angry.
Very angry. I was so angry yesterday. I was throwing a hammer and beating on the side of the goddamn thing, and my wife actually heard me outside and came in and asked if I was okay. That's how bad I was. No joke. Like, that's legit. Okay, we're gonna get started on making
Some things happen.
some things for fabrication-ish bending stuff for the thingy. Right? Okay. We'll let you know how I make it. Oh, getting to this part was actually pretty easy. It actually kind of makes sense how they put it together, unlike that thing. Kind of makes sense. So it's not hard. It's all push pins and a couple Torx 30s and Torx 25. And so we'll go over the list of stuff that we actually use as we go along, what he's got fabricated here. So you can grab it from your local hardware store-ish. Okay, well, how many hours have gone by, Dirk, since we updated you last? 6:30, yeah, it's like 6 hours. And what do you got going on here? So first of all, we had white hose and he had black hose. So we had black hose shop. So we went to get the black hose because it came in today and the white was really looking not good. And then you got what? You got
45.
So you got a 45.
2-inch piece of pipe, 8 inches. Do a 2-inch 90. Which will go to this 2-inch to 1.5-inch reducer, which the pipe will just glue into because it's PVC.
It's PVC
type-ish pipe. It'll travel kind of along this route.
He has a hole cut through the kind of the shielding for the fuel tank, underneath the fuel tank and the frame, and then that will run up into our box. I'll just show you when we get that board on. And then your plan for the clutch exhaust.
It's like a reducing coupler from 2-inch to 1.5 inches.
You have to trim a little bit.
Which fits pretty well.
Put it on the right angulation.
Perfectly.
And this is the stock piece?
Yep.
Yeah. That fits right in there. That gets them down to the right size.
Cut it on a bit of an angle more so it fits a bit more.
So it fits a little nicer. We haven't done anything with yet, but because it's not a priority, because you can kind of see it when you're riding, you don't know, because you know how deep it is, your clutch exhaust isn't. And then for the Rad, we've been
Spending a lot of our time.
we spent, yeah, this took a long time. So anyways, we got Control-Alt-Deleted the bottom piece and made, because we can figure out how to line all these brackets and bolts and everything up, so we just made a plate, and then the winch bracket will go back on for the fairlead to hide this. So that'll look all neat and tidy. And then I made these two pieces, actually like 3.5 feet of pipe, and it's 120 well, like heavy roll cage off of Bert actually. Some spare stuff, so it won't go anywhere. And the Rad will sit something like that there. And then we will put across through here and across through here and make tabs, which we'll show you later when we get that done. Yeah, I don't know what angle. Just kind of eyed it and then made 2 of them and then brought it down to a 90. Popped her in there, we'll get her welded on solid. It helps, it protects the winch and everything, and we'll paint it black. I might clean up some of these corners. But yeah, looks good. Then we're gonna run some kind of bolting through here. So that'll beef up there. Yeah, something like that there. Whether we run right through or, anyways, we gotta figure that out. What looks the cleanest and nicest. It's hard to get them square. We spent, I was getting frustrated. We spent quite a bit of time trying to get them lined up square. It looked freaking mint.
It went kind of from make a temporary Snorkel kit and Rad Relocate.
Yes.
For this year.
For this year, just to get by.
And make it reversible so we can offload it and sell it.
To
hey, it's looking pretty good, so let's just keep it.
Yeah.
And
do a full sick build.
Make it real good.
Yeah. I might have to do a Rad Relocate kit if I keep that thing. I'm not keeping that thing. Well, since we updated last, it's been a whole nother day. Yeah, a whole nother day. But this looks so freaking sick. So good. We want to get this done before we worked anymore on the Snorkel, so we know where the snorkels are going to go. These sweet brackets for the bottom of the rad. I made these brackets for top of the rad. Slide the rad in these holes in the bottom and then pull it up, tighten her up. That'll do the rad part. Inside that tube is a threaded nut, or is a nut, sorry. And then you just put these bolts into here, thread them in. That'll pull that tight. Look at that, they're cut these out perfect. Then one more piece we're gonna make, we're gonna continue this piece to beef it up more and come down and make a skid plate. So this is all smoothed off. So when you hit anything, he'll just bounce over it. I like it. So good. So good. But we'll update you when we get a little further along. We're gonna get her done this week because we got to ride next weekend. So that's gonna do it for today, but not for this video. So for now, it's pucking. See you in a bit. Well, we're back at the shop here and just made up these sweet caps. Freaking awesome. Get them mounted or ground down. Used just an 1.5 inch hole saw. Worked mint. I never thought of that before. Works really good. So I'm gonna get those ground down, and then it is time to make some kind of a cage cover for the rad for the front. Well, that turned out really good. I added a few more welds. So I wanted to make sure there was as little showing as possible of welds, just to have it all smoothed out, but that looks good. You never know there's a cap there. Down here. Sick. These things are amazing. So she's already like over half gone. But looks good. It's good, good, good. Right on. I'm gonna measure up some angle iron and get that put in place. Okay, got a little box made here, looking pretty sharp. So I just took an angle iron and then notched the top end of the top and bottom. Notched it out so it sits nice and level and square. To get all welded up, looks like a solid box. Pretty simple. And then when it sits, it's the size of the rad. Might put little winglets on each side just to protect the side of it. Finish it off. And then your mesh screen's pretty simple. You just cut it to that size. Put it on the bottom side, tack it in. And then I'm gonna drill 4 holes and weld, same as what I did here. Weld nuts facing up. Maybe even out here on the corners, not sure yet. And then for now, we use bolts. We want to use wing nuts. So when you're on the trail and it gets plugged, once we get a better design on there, it's gonna be a little more compact. You can just spin the wing nuts off, pop it off, clean it out. I find a lot of the big bore kits and those other kits, you can't do that. It's welded, it's all one piece. It's really hard to get apart. So on the trailer, you're kind of screwed, right? So even the XMR, if you're from factory, do that. So this will be able to pop it right off. So it should look pretty minty, but yeah, see how that turned out. She's dead on square, it's welder up. Look at that. That's how you do her. Nice round edges. Can't really tell even where it's welded. Looks good. Sit on there like that. Very happy. Frickin' looks sick. Can't buy that shit. Nope. Wilson Fabrication. Getting better. Happy with that for sure. Super beefy unit. Woo-wee! Oh, time has passed. We've made huge progress, and it looks so sick. Like, yeah. Look at that. Frig, yeah. Look how this turned out. Just epic. Got that done. It's all cleaned up, and then I made skid plate for the bottom. Look at, like, just freaking sick. Right underneath lines up mint. May have to do a tab back, see what Dirk wants to do. It's pretty even, but if you back up, you don't want to attach it on there. Even though I'm not gonna go anywhere, but you don't want to attach it somehow. But look at, like, that turned out so friggin' good. Like something you'd buy, but way heavier. Man, so all I did was I had this plate here, and I cut a piece, and then ground down a line, bent it, brought it over here and tacked it on the right angle, and then took it back over and welded it up nice and just ground it all off perfect. And up here, same. I just grabbed some sheet metal that I had, heavy, it's pretty heavy sheet metal, like that's beef. Drilled these holes out, which I think you've seen, and then put this on, tacked these in place, took the shield off, welded the bolts in place, and then put these on and just ground them off smooth to protect all this and cover it all. But it's, you can still get at power wash a lot of it, or 4 quick wing nuts coming off. Dirk's supposed to be bringing a mesh for there. We'll get something, like I said, we'll get something custom cut there, but love it. Not even my bike. This is something this is probably nicer than what I put on my bike. Looks good. We'll catch you back up when Dirk gets here and we get some Snorkel stuff put on, but damn, sexy. Well, the resale value just went down a little bit. First hole getting cut for the Snorkel kit. I'm gonna run, it's quite hot. Run like one there like that. And then the first one I think is gonna do a little taller, something about even with the Snorkel-ish, for the Rad Relocate. And the other one's gonna run a little lower. And then on this side will be the same. Yep. Just got a little excited here and got ahead of ourselves, but we got the hoses ran through here and tied lots of different places wherever we could find to tie to. Once hose clamp there, then we just tied them together here. Then we tied one to the frame there, and to bring them up and around. Their hose clamped here, and then one goes into here, and then this one brought back, and we put in a coupler here with a hose, just so if you ever need to take it apart, you're not taking apart the whole thing. So put that in there, and then that runs across down, and use the existing clutch trombone looking piece because it's
the old clutch trombone.
The old trombone looking piece because it's custom molded to that location. So that's your Snorkel kit. We're not gonna get to this, I don't think. Maybe another time.
This ride.
For this ride, yeah. Yippers! Skeet. Oh, we got some temporary stainless mesh for the screen. That'll do for now.
Custom logos made up.
Put it right on there, twisted side by side. There's a really chintzy light fuel cover protector thing that goes here, and yeah, we just decided to delete that. There's a lot more room for hoses.
Frustrating to move around.
Yeah, trying to get these hoses are pretty heavy duty, so they're hard to bend.
They'll actually they'll protect.
Yeah, they'll do more protection than that piece of little tight plastic, or tight light plastic.
Very thin.
Yeah,
plastic.
Not even worth having on there, so it's gone. She gone. Well, we worked until, I don't even know, 1:30 in the morning on this puppy. And Dirk's coming over to finish it tonight. I'm not going to be here. What we did with the plumbing, so that's the original hose, did it cut a bit and did a 90, and then the 90, and then drill a hole through there. and he's gonna fix this, but right now it's got these connections, but this will be one piece. This one runs down, line the holes up so they're equal, run it down to here to a 90, so we had to get around these tubes, and ran it around. This is the original hose, so just a 90, and then straight up, and then you've seen the rest. It does give a bulge, like that's pretty solid, but that's all in place, and then we will come back and do the snorkel for the air. So that's that, and then it's not gonna stay black. We want to do a way cooler color, but it gives it a bit of primer. Here's the shield. Came out really, I don't have the lights on, but it came out really nice. Yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea. I would have liked to have done a breakdown of cost, and maybe I'll flip that in at the end when I get time to sit down to see actually what it costs to do it. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Give it a big old thumbs up if it will help us along the way, and share it if you want. But yeah, subscribe, big old thumbs up. We'll fucking see you in there later.